Good morning, Jayhawks. I'm Brady Heron with your morning news update.
I'm Sydney Kolzinski. This weekend was a little rough.
Yeah?
Besides the weather, like that was not only the awful thing, but
Besides Easter.
okay, Easter was good.
yeah,
Always
but-
loved chocolate and
Had to watch KU take the L from Villanova this weekend, which is pretty sad.
I don't even think we took we just got the L like handed to us. Like
Yeah, it was a forcefully handed L to KU. I can't remember the exact score. It was high 90s for Villanova, high 70s for KU, but we couldn't catch up from.
when you start the
15
game in
points.
that big of a hole, 5-22, I mean, and they just could not miss. I mean, everything they were putting up was going in the basket.
I remember going on KJHK after the first half, and they were like, all right, like, now's the time. They're totally going to run out of steam now.
Yeah, like, I mean, you don't think a team's going to shoot that well.
Like, they're definitely going to run out because they've been hitting threes all first.
Yeah,
Like,
and we're a second half team, so everyone still had, like, hope, you know. And we came back from West Virginia at West Virginia. We were down by 17, so we were like, okay.
well, I don't know. I was expecting, like, a
At
really
least
hard
a
fight, but
good
we couldn't catch
game,
up behind 20 points most of the time. Like, we were usually behind by a pretty good deficit for most of the game.
I think, yeah, and then we got it down probably, I think, to like 12 or 13 at one, but we could never get down to the single digits that, and then that's just like so hard
I
to come
think
back
that
from.
was huge, was that they just kept us at a distance the whole time.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean.
We knew, though, going into the game, it was going to be like a tough game for us matchup-wise because their big man can come out and shoot the three, which was like struggle for Doak, and that really exposed our weakness there.
Well, a lot of people are saying, like, I heard a lot of people talking about how the winner of this game is basically determining who's winning the championship because, like, you know.
I don't know, though. I think a Michigan-Villanova matchup is pretty, they play a similar style, so
that would be a good game.
It could end up being a good game. But the one good story that came out of this weekend was the NCAA flew Doak's mother out, and so he finally got to see her after 5 years of not seeing her.
Bill Self gave a little like press conference thing.
Yeah, and I think
it.
we have a clip of it.
Yeah.
Doak hadn't seen his mother in almost 6 years, and he lost his father, I think, when he was in 7th or 8th grade. So if you can imagine, she loved her son so much that she sent him away, which when he's 14 or 13 years old. How hard, because Doak just turned, he's just 18 years old. So how hard would that be? And we want to win the game, but is winning the game more important to make sure that there's not a little distraction for Doak? I mean, of course not. So the NCAA, you know, for all the stuff that they catch, they passed a rule a few years ago that allow families to get to events, and his wasn't easy to get here because we had to go through political people to deal with their embassy in Nigeria for the passport, but also to set up a meeting to get a visa. And she had to fly, I don't know how many hours just to get to the city where she had the visa meeting this morning at 9 a.m. to get the visa, and then try to get her on flights, you know, which will take over 24 hours to get her here. So it'll be worth it, and certainly can you imagine, you've never seen your son play basketball, and the first time you do it is in front of 70,000 people at this thing. So I can't even imagine what's going to be going through her mind.
I don't know how, like, you watch that video and it just doesn't, like, melt your heart, you know?
It's an extremely touching story.
Like, I can't imagine the emotions that he was feeling. Like,
yeah, or even just, like, after playing on that team and then, like, going that far in the tournament and then having someone, like, so important that you wouldn't expect, and that the NCAA actually has, like, not, like, rules against them coming, but, you know.
Yeah, they, like,
just
made a
some
loophole
loops to
for
jump
them.
through. But, yeah, if you're wondering about any of the other players' reactions, we actually are going to be coming back from the break with Tyler from San Antonio covering some of the other players' reactions after the game.
The Kansas Jayhawks end their season with a loss to Villanova right here in San Antonio, but most thought this team would not even get to this point.
I'm really proud of our guys. We did not have the perfect roster in many ways to probably, win 31 games and win the league and in a great league and the conference tournament and get to the Final Four in a lot of ways. And to be honest with you, it felt like today it kind of just caught up to us.
To keep our heads up, we had an unbelievable season. It's not the way, you wanted to end. But even if you would have lost, by 1 point, it still would hurt. And we just need to keep our heads up, and it's gonna hurt now, but we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think it was a great season. Definitely didn't end the way that we wanted it to, but I think it was a lot of great things that happened this season. I'm proud of the guys. I love this group of guys that I was with, so it's definitely a season that I remember.
It was an emotional ride, but it was just a reminder of how hard it was to get here.
Just being around these guys, this group of guys, just the bond we throughout the course of the season, through the obstacle, through the side down, we stuck together, and we was a team, and just being together, that really stuck to me.
Yeah, it's over, man. Just gotta go back to Lawrence and just live college life till I can.
Next season, the Jayhawks will definitely lose Devontae Graham and Svi Mikhailuk as they graduate, and there's still questions circulating about the future of Malik Newman, Gerald Vick, and a few others if they're going to go to the NBA draft. But a positive sign, the Jayhawks bring in one of the top recruiting classes in the country, and transfers will now be eligible, including the Lawson brothers as well as Charlie Moore. A lot of positive hope heading into next season. Reporting from San Antonio for the final time, I'm Tyler Jones for KUJH Sports.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
There's no news. Hi, I'm Jackie. And I'm Lindsay. Welcome to Good Morning KU. This week's news, there's a lot of things happening in today's news. Okay, did we just cut out? Oh no, we're still going? All right.
Teachers in Oklahoma plan to walk out of school this morning to protest a $6,000 raise. The Oklahoma Education Association is encouraging teachers to rally at the state capitol building in Oklahoma City to protest incomplete funding. Despite the largest pay raise in state history, the teachers union says it's about more than just money.
Round 2 of the sexual assault trial for Bill Cosby begins today in Pennsylvania. After last year's hung jury, both sides are ready to battle again. Cosby has pleaded not guilty to charges he drugged and molested a woman in his apartment in 2004.
New tariffs on U.S. meat, fruit, and other products begin today in China. The move is a retaliation against President Trump's tariffs on imported steel and aluminum. Escalating trade disputes have seen a 25% charge on imported steel over the past month.
In sports, the baseball team now has a record of 17-11 after taking 2 out of 3 from Morehead State this weekend. The Jayhawks have a single game against Creighton on Tuesday and then resume Big 12 play with the 3-game series against Texas Tech this weekend.
The softball team dropped 2 out of 3 to Colorado State this weekend and now sits at 25-12. KU will travel to Wichita State on Wednesday before returning to Rock Chalk Park this weekend for a 3-game series against Oklahoma State. Sunday has been designated Superhero Day, so this is your chance to dress up and come out to the game for some super fun.
The NCAA tournament will end its run tonight without the Jayhawks. Instead, it will be Villanova versus Michigan, meeting for the national championship in San Antonio. Tip-off is at 8:20 p.m.
And congratulations to the Notre Dame Fighting Irish for winning the NCAA Women's Championship last night. After knocking off previously undefeated Connecticut in the semifinals, Notre Dame needed another last-second basket to defeat Mississippi State 61-58. The title is the first for the Notre Dame women since 2001.
And that will wrap it up for today's news update. Stay tuned, and after the break, Julie will be here to tell us how long this cold spell is going to work.
Welcome back. I'm Julie Cullen, and we're joined outside right now with a live shot by the train tracks in Lawrence. As you can see, it is pretty cloudy outside, very overcast, and we still have a little bit of accumulation on the ground from earlier today. Those clouds are not going to go anywhere this week and the rest of the day. It's going to be pretty cloudy, so no more sunshine. Right now, it is warmer than yesterday, so that's a good thing. And that warming is going to continue till Thursday slightly, and then we're going to hit a little bit of a cool down. But this weekend, we're going to start that warm up again, and maybe it's going to look like April finally. We'll see. It's 27 degrees right now and pretty cloudy, as we could see from the live shot outside. We have a slight breeze out there, 5 to 15 miles per hour, but nothing too crazy. Looking at our hourly temperatures today, clouds, clouds, and more clouds. As you can see, when we raise through the end of the day, we're just going to keep having those clouds. We're going to heat up to 45 degrees at 7 p.m., and that's going to be our high for today. Looking at the rest of the week, we're going to have that slight warm up into Thursday at 61 degrees, so it's going to be pretty comfortable outside. And we'll have a little bit of sunshine peeking through the rest of the week. Headed towards the weekend, we're going to get another cool down at 37 degrees on Friday, warming back up Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday 54 degrees, and next week is already looking much warmer. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning KU. I'm Julie Cullen, and we'll see you next time.